Yeah, that's him. You want to show me that badge of honor again? Kyle what?
What are you doing
Kyle
over here?
what? Kyle what?
My name's not Kyle.
What was it?
You're
Eric?
the one trying to swing on me.
Nah, you fucking pointed and you said, get your bitch ass on. I told you I'm not no fucking bitch. And then
Why
I
are you
slapped
still
your
here?
hand. You want to show that again?
Why are you
You want to
still
show
here?
the gun
I don't
again?
want problems with
You want to show the gun
She
again?
told you to
You want to
leave.
show the ID again?
She told
Who's the
you to
bitch
leave.
then?
She told
Who's
you
the
to
bitch
leave.
then? Show
She
me.
told you to leave.
Show
Leave.
me.
Why are you
Show me your
creating a
badge of
problem?
honor. No,
Why
I'm
are
not
you
creating
cre-
no problem. You looked
Yes,
at me
you
up
are.
and down. I asked you why you looking
not
at
even
me.
trying to
I
bother
said, do
you.
you like my jacket? Right? You try to be a smart ass because you a police. Because you a police,
Yes.
you get to be a smart ass, huh? You get to be a douchebag, huh?
I'm trying to
you a
shop
police.
here.
Because you got a
Leave
gun,
me
you get to
alone.
leave you alone now, huh?
Yes.
Playing
You're the one who
victim.
started all this. I'm not playing a victim.
Playing victim.
Leave.
Playing
You're the one
victim.
creating a scene.
Yeah,
No wonder.
playing victim.
Yeah.
But you the one that called me bitch ass. You the one telling me go on with your bitch ass, right? With the gun on your hand, right? Right? I've seen a gun way too many times. I'm not scared of no fucking gun.
I'm trying to shop here.
Alright?
What are you doing?
Without the gun, me and you, it would be a whole nother story.
Yeah, it sounds
I
good.
swear to God, I would tear you up. I'll tear you. You gonna threaten my life and you think I gotta go my way? No, show me that badge of honor. Let me get your name again.
I would like both of you.
We gotta stop.
Can I see his name? Can I see his ID? The one that he showed me?
Let us talk to him.
Can I see his name?
We gotta stop.
Richfield Police Department. Can I see your name? Can I see the card? This man can hold his gun in my face, right? Like he's security here. Like I broke some law. He's sizing me up. I told him what, do you like my jacket?
No, I know.
And then he said, oh yeah, I like your jacket. Then he told me, get your bitch ass on, and he held his gun. That's the type of stuff that y'all allow in here?
Nope.
Is he the only one with a gun?
Nope.
No, sir.
Nope.
We're getting him out of this situation.
He don't need y'all help though. He's a police. He's
We're gonna
big
get
bad
everybody out of
police.
this.
Well,
No,
we're gonna get him.
He
We're
showed me his ID. I just want to see his ID again. I'm not looking for a problem.
Well, we're
I'm
just
not even fighting
No,
you.
I.
Man brandishes his gun. Turns out he's police officer. I'm here at Shields in Eden Prairie, right? Didn't even tell me he was police. Didn't identify himself. Simply over me checking him on how he was looking at me up and down, he showed me his gun and said, get the fuck out of here with your bitch ass. That's when this shit all started. And now they upstairs talking to him and I'm just sitting here trying to see what's going to follow up. Because I know if it was me, the camera's running right now. Most likely, shit, since I'm already looked at as a threat, they probably be like, okay, he's being aggressive, he's got a gun, let's take it from him or let's lock him up. This guy's a whole police officer. Like, man, cats be emboldened.
A racist police officer tries to intimidate a black man. The focus here is why such an action is not good at all. Morally, psychologically, socially, and even institutionally, without using hate speech or inflammatory tone. 1. The situation when a police officer, a person entrusted with public authority, tries to intimidate a citizen based on race. It undermines everything law enforcement is supposed to stand for. Policing is meant to protect lives, uphold peace, and ensure justice. So intimidation rooted in racism distorts that mission into abuse of power. Yeah. And that alone damages both individuals and society. The core wrong abuse of authority. A police officer holds a position of legal power, the right to stop, question, and even detain. So this authority must always be guided by fairness and law. So when an officer uses that power to instill fear rather than safety, it becomes oppression. So such behavior sends a message. And that message is, my power is above your right. That belief is toxic because it replaces justice with control and equality with hierarchy. So the moral failure, morally, racism contradicts the value of human dignity and equality. So every person, regardless of color, deserves to be treated as a full human being. So a racist or a racist act from a police officer, someone that has sworn to protect lives and property, is not just unkind, it's a betrayal of moral duty. It violates the officer's oath and the fundamental idea that should be in play, and justice must be blind to race when you must make it work right. Psychological impact on the victim. For a black man being intimidated, the experience can cause emotional harm. He may feel powerless, humiliated, unsafe, even in places where he should be protected. So, having repeated experiences of such encounters leads to a very chronic stress, anxiety, and fear of authority. So, these feelings do not disappear after the moment passes. They shape how a person lives his or her life, drives, walks, or even breathes in the public spaces. So that is why racism in policing is not a small issue. It affects the mental health and also the daily freedom. Now, the social damage. When one officer intimidates one black man, it may seem like an isolated incident, but it echoes loudly across communities. Even such, every such act erodes some kind of dust between law enforcement and the people. So community begin to view police not as guidance, but as threats. And once trust is being broken, cooperation vanishes immediately. And you see that witnesses stop talking, citizens stop reporting crimes, and fear replaces partnership. So, in the long run, this harms public safety for everybody and not just those that are being targeted. Now, the historical context. Racial intimidation in policing does not appear in a vacuum. It is linked to history. It is linked to a history of racial profiling, unequal enforcement, and colonial or slave era system of control. So when modern officers act with racism, they open or reopen old wounds and remind communities of past injustice. And that's why the act is so very, very painful. It doesn't just feel personal, it feels historical. And replace of centuries of unequal power. So there is institutional consequences when it gets to this point. So, institutional consequences, a police department that tolerates or ignore racist intimidation loses its legitimacy. So the people begin to question the fairness of the entire system, courts, judges, and laws. So once public confidence collapses, even good officers suffer it. So racism doesn't just cause a little problem, but it destroys the credibility of the profession itself. So a just institution must confront, punish, and reform behaviors that contradict its ethical core. Now, the ethical and legal view from the ethical standard point, racism violates professional codes of conduct and international human rights principles. So, from a legal standpoint, intimidation based on race may amount to discrimination or abuse of power, both punishable offenses in most democratic societies. It's a punishable offense. So a system of law cannot be respected if it is not applied equally. Therefore, allowing racist intimidation is not only immoral, it's legally corrosive to the rule of law. Yes. So the broader human, the broader human cuts beyond the individual, and the safety here is a larger cost to humanity. So each time racism shows itself in uniform, it teaches the next generation that justice is selective. So children grow up fearing authority instead of respecting it. Young officers who witness such acts without correction may repeat them, spreading the cycle over and over again. So they result in a society divided by fear instead of united by fairness. Just look at it. The result in a society when it's divided by fear instead of being united by fairness, it becomes a blunder. So the path forward on this matter is that the solution needs to begin with acknowledgement and education. The solution needs to begin with acknowledgement and education. So police forces must train officers to confront their biases and practice the escalation. And then communities must demand transparency through bonding, cameras, fair review laws, and above all, both the citizens and officers must remember that power without empathy is tyranny. So the true strength of the officer is not in the pew or badge, but in the character. So you need to treat everybody as equal under the law. When racism leaves policy, safety returns. So not just for black citizens, but for everybody, as long as you're a human being. Because justice, when it truly exists, is never one-sided. It protects all. It protects everybody, or it protects none. So let me have your view on this. Drop your comment in the comment section, like, share, and if it's your first time of coming to my channel, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. My name is Sandavas. Don't forget that this video is for educational purposes and not to lash on anyone. Credit belongs to the owners of the clips and stitches I'll be attaching in this video. With that being said, I'll say peace and love until my next one. Bye for now.